Why do we draw fan art? Is copying other people's characters cheating or a way of learning how to draw? Let's find out. Here are 3 reasons to draw fan art. Number 1. Admiration. You might notice that some of the first things kids draw are themselves, their families, and characters they already know. But it isn't just beginner artists that enjoy drawing fan art. Fans of all kinds of media draw the characters they love and the stories they admire. This is a great reason to do it. If you enjoy a particular story or artist, why not try to recreate their work? As artists, I think we can get a bit hung up on the idea that everything we do has to be 100% original. But here's something to think about. Musicians learning an instrument play the songs that inspired them, and cooks use recipes from books for dishes they've enjoyed. So if you love it, draw it. Number 2. A deeper appreciation. A big reason to copy someone's art or character design might be to learn more about it. You can learn about costume design by choosing a particular version of a character that you've enjoyed and trying it out for yourself. A big influence on my clean and simple style of costume design is Batman the Animated Series, but you might take inspiration from a different version of the same character. Take a look at a particular artist's interpretation of that character. What can you learn about their technique by looking at their work? How do they use their pen, brush, or stylus? Is their line work clean, heavy, or rough and loose? Sure, you may be able to find a tutorial online, but by making some fan art, you might find your own way of working and develop your own style in the process. Making fan art can give you an appreciation of what it takes to create anything, whether that's the idea itself or the technique used to produce it. If you try something yourself, it may give you some deeper insight into your favorite creator and their work. Nothing makes me appreciate comics quite like sitting down to create one myself. Number 3. Adaptation. The more you draw and the more you learn, the more you might find yourself developing your own style and ideas. This could lead to fan art with a more personal adaptation of your favorite characters. Not everything has to look exactly like the original or most popular version. There's always room for interpretation. Some people like mashing up 2 ideas, such as imagining a character in a different genre of story, or taking the art style from one artist and the costume design from another. You might imagine a version of a character in an alternate setting, such as a fantasy hero working a day job, or a sci-fi character at a boarding school. Anything is possible. It's also fun to take something other people will recognize and turn it into something new. Adaptation is a way of avoiding simply copying a drawing line for line. It's a way of making it your own if that's important to you. But don't worry too much. Every artist, writer, and musician you've ever admired got their inspiration from artists they admired before them. And adapting stuff you've loved before is just a way of showing those influences. So those are all great reasons to create some fan art, but what next? Here's one big reason not to. Do you want to spend all your time drawing someone else's character? I believe everything I've said so far is true. There are many excellent reasons to create fan art, but at a certain point in your artistic journey, you might find that it's time to step out on your own. That's not to say that the fan art has been a waste of time. It's an amazing tool for learning your craft. In fact, I wish I'd done more as a beginner. Why? Because another way to describe copying existing work is using a reference. But a reference is just that, a guide and a starting point. Copying other artists is not a substitute for learning actual techniques. So it's time to take what you've learnt and put your own ideas out into the world. Make the thing you wish you'd seen on the screen or in a book when you were getting started. Who knows, maybe your work will inspire the fan art of the next generation coming along. Good luck! You're watching Studio Brushpen.